Alright, John Boston Style Racing. Today we're going to install a strut tower brace on this 2014 Camaro. Luckily, Chevy's done us a big favor and has pre-drilled some holes here. It's all set up there and on this side as well. Right there, there, and there. Three. And you can see I tried to clean this just to see if it's really stuck, and you can see right underneath here, you can see how this is flexed. It's flexed enough to where this has made a permanent mark of this rubber on the paint here. So you can tell that the body's twisting quite a bit, and so we're going to hope to mellow that out a little bit. I bought the genuine GM strut tower brace that goes on the ZL1 and all the other good stuff from Chevy. It was under 130 bucks from Summit Racing. I'll include a link in the description below, and let me get it out of the box and we'll see how it goes. Okay, got it out of the box here. It comes with an instruction sheet that says almost nothing. It does have its own fasteners, and I read some of the complaints, the feedback from other people who'd purchased this, and said it wasn't packaged that well. Well, you know, it's in a box, and the box is all in one piece, but it does have some markings here, like something's dug into the metal there. Something's dug into the metal here. Yeah, it's not the greatest looking piece. If I get more ambitious one of these days, maybe I'll sand it down and paint that part black or something. For right now, I'm just going to bolt it on and see how it goes. Here's one of the fasteners. Comes with a captive washer. It's pretty heavy duty stuff. Looks like it's a 1/2 inch head on there. And I've gone along and, because this car's a couple years old, I've chased the threads without putting the brace in place. I just ran this down into the holes, and seems like the threads are all in good shape. There's no crud in there. They're all lined up nicely. So it ought to go pretty smooth. Whoa. Watch out for that. Yeah, I had a 99 Chevy 3/4 ton pickup, but man, you could just haul anything with that. And I used to move just the biggest rocks with that thing. And people would ask me, how did you do that? Because I had to do it by myself. Well, there's this hill that 20 miles from my house that had a whole bunch of slate. The whole hillside was just crumbling rock, basically. And I just back the truck up to the hill and then slide the stuff down into it. I'd kind of back it up at an angle because you couldn't get straight on because it was a narrow road. And one time I had done that, had my door open so I could see where I was going, and then when I got out I tried to close the door. The door wouldn't close. It wasn't even close to lining up enough to close. That's when I realized just how much these things flex. And that, you know, it was a 3/4 ton. You could haul anything in that. It was heavy duty, and it had a frame. You know, it wasn't just a body like, you know, regular cars. And that thing twisted so much you couldn't close the door. So yeah, we're hoping this will stiffen this up a little bit. I'm going to get all these started before I go to tighten any of them down. Seems like it's going pretty smooth. Of course I can't see what I'm doing, but luckily they got the holes lined up pretty good. It's another reason I checked the threads before I started. I didn't want to get anything cross-threaded and have a problem with it. Better take your time, do it right, not have it messed up. Alright, I'm just going to tighten that down in sequence, a little here, a little there, and see how it goes. And there it is, all bolted down. And it calls for, I think, 16 foot-pounds of torque. I didn't get out my torque wrench. I just snugged them down and then just a tiny bit tighter. You know, whatever you do, don't over tighten fasteners, man. There's nothing worse than having stuff that's just ridiculously tight, you know. It's not holding the whole car together. The car's lasted several years without that piece in there. You know, I use that same common sense with anything you're putting on. Don't over tighten fasteners. You know, they're not going to fly off at 100 miles an hour and the whole thing fall apart. Don't get ridiculous with stuff. Snug plus a little is good enough. And now we're going to take it for a test ride and see if we can tell the difference. Alright, so I did go on a quick test drive. I didn't go out to the canyons or anything, but I can tell a difference. I can feel the difference just pulling out of the driveway. It's just the whole front end's a lot tighter, more connected. Kind of makes the rear end feel loose. But yeah, it definitely made a difference. You can feel for you know, under 130 bucks, and you know what, 10 or 15 minutes worth of work. I'd say it's definitely worth it. And I think it added about 20-25 horsepower. That's you know, that's just a rough seat of the pants dyno, you know. I think I'm going to get one for my bike next, because yeah, an extra 25 horsepower, well worth it. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.